Hello everybody, I am Cloud, joined here today by NBZ.
Hello, hello.
And this is Little Nightmares any %. I did very little practice, so we'll see how this goes. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm going to overwrite my save slot, and I will tell you when time starts after it loads. So time will start when I skip the cutscene in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I don't know. I know like nothing about the story of this game. I did not educate myself at all. All I know is you're a little kid named Six, and you're trying to escape someplace.
That's basically it. There is quite a bit more story, but it's all in lore videos on YouTube and really difficult to follow. And I honestly, as much as I played Little Nightmares 2, and I ran this game for a while, I also did not get into the lore of it.
Yeah. But anyway, we're starting out in the prison here. So basically the main premise of the game is it's supposed to be horror, but there's not really anything scary to this game.
I was terrified the first time I played it.
But yeah, it's a horror puzzle game. It took me forever to figure out the puzzles because I am apparently very bad at simple puzzles. But yeah, so
One of the hardest things in this is the stamina management because there's no stamina bar.
yeah.
You do have stamina.
So as you saw there, I did the first skip, and that was I'm stuck on the fridge. 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 I did the first skip, which was chair skip. Now normally in that room you're supposed to drag the chair over and jump on top of it to open the door. But as you saw there, I was able to run and just skip moving the chair. So yeah. Just gonna run along here. There are these leeches. We'll see more of those later. Those leeches can be very annoying. Yeah, I'm running out of stamina already.
Yeah, Six will begin to lean over when she runs out of stamina, and then will start to really go slower once she's completely out. But you do regenerate it when you're grabbing onto things, like doors and ladders, and not sprinting.
Yeah. Okay, so I got through the leeches. Continuing along. I'm going to be very careful in this area because I have a tendency to fall off. So I'd be very careful.
The perspective is very difficult here.
Yeah. I'm always careful when getting on that singular plank. Yeah, we'll run up here and then there'll be something to crank to open a door and give us some more light.
Are you playing on keyboard and mouse or controller?
I'm playing on controller, but I do switch over to keyboard and mouse for some things.
Yeah.
So I will sprint along here, slide through the door, and then I'm going to reset from checkpoint just because it'll give me a little bit of a boost. And run over and climb up the rope. If I can grab the rope. Yeah, so as I get to the top here, I will use S and D just to get through the gate easier. We have another skip. Normally you're supposed to drag the toilet paper over. Move. Supposed to drag the toilet paper over, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to jump off and pull the lever. So I do believe if you don't make it to the other side normally, you do have to do some stuff in this room, but I have no clue what you have to do in this room.
I honestly don't know either.
And
Apologies for interjecting here. Your commentator NBZ is very quiet. Could you raise her a bit?
Yeah.
I can move my mic closer too.
Yeah, if you can just boost her to 200% on Discord.
Well, that'd be a little loud on my end. I can put her at 100.
I will pause the time in the meantime. But...
Okay, say something.
All right. How am I sounding now? Any better?
That should be a lot better.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, we can resume.
Alright, I know you know of the zip here, but I don't do it because I never learned it. I didn't bother.
It's a very, very tough skip. Normally you would pick up one of those cubes that we just ran past, place it in this doorway, and then you would use that little lip at the start of the doorway to trick the game into thinking that the object is blocked. You would place the block up higher, and then you would stand below that lip, and by grabbing it and crouching at the same time, it zips you across the screen in a slide.
Yeah.
And you can essentially zip across the entire thing.
That is the first of many skips I deemed not marathon safe, so I didn't bother learning them.
I would completely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I did not do it in my marathon.
So we ran past an eye there. If we got caught in the light, we would basically die. So that is the janitor. The janitor is the first of these many large creatures that we will come across.
The one bit of lore I know about the janitor is his name is Roger.
What happened? I died. Oh no.
That's alright, you'll respawn pretty close. But yeah, he's got a name tag that you can see. I think you can see it in the normal game, but there's also the cheat engine that lets you go into you know, the different camera modes, and you can see it there.
That I did not know. He is also blind, so
Yes.
he sniffs you out. He doesn't immediately spot you, so you can run by him pretty easily. A lot more. I keep falling. Why do I keep falling? I have never had this problem before. Why am I falling?
It's not like in that jump input.
Okay. Third time's a lucky charm. Let's actually do it this time.
Roger can't hear you if you're on carpet, but if you're on wooden boards, he can hear you. Here he's still in his animation when you're on the wood, so it's generally okay.
Okay, can I see this time? Thank you. Alright, now we'll go through the vent. I'll sprint through these vents because they actually don't take away any of your stamina.
And you got the nice vent slide too.
Yeah. So this is the first hunger skip. I'm going to switch over to keyboard and mouse here. I'm going to spam one direction to see if I can skip it. Normally there'd be a little cutscene here where all of a sudden you're hungry. And I thankfully skipped it. Let's see if I can get the second one. This one I have to jump up here. Yep, okay, got it. So the hunger...
Favorite one.
Yeah, the hunger will then drop me down. And the third one, I'm not going to bother skipping because it triggers a cutscene. And the kid in the prison there will hand me some bread. So I just gotta wait for them to drop the bread.
Yep. Overall, the hungers throughout the game save, I think it's like a minute and a half. Somewhere between a minute and a half if you add them all together.
I've only been good at getting those first two.
They're extremely difficult.
Yeah.
I've never seen a run that has gotten every single hunger skip. I'm sure it's happened, but I've never witnessed it.
Yeah. Because the hunger skips, they normally involve like looking at like all the tiny little details on the floors and the walls and stuff. So
Yep.
if you don't pay attention to that, then you're more than likely not gonna skip it.
And then there's a couple that move around a little bit. They've got a little bit of play where they can spawn.
Yeah. So we'll be climbing up these cages here. And there'll be a larger cage for me to climb on top of, which will get us to some levers.
Grabbing the chain is notoriously hard. Especially when grabbing it on the other side after you swing across.
Yeah. So I will pull this lever here. push it to its rightmost position, and then immediately turn it back the other way, and we'll jump on. Now we're getting to my least favorite part of the prison. So I have to pull these out and then climb on top of them to disable the power. And then we will see if I can do the skip. So
yeah, I'm interested which way you'll go.
I'm going to jump down this way. Okay, good. The camera's being nice to me. Hopefully I don't fall in the gap. There's a gap behind that cage there. Okay. Go right. I do not like this because you are very blind when the camera doesn't follow you. So I have to, like, guess where I'm going. Okay. Good. I should be good.
Nice.
As long as I can see where I'm going. Okay. Yep. Should be all good. I did it first try. Finally. I don't know why.
Hey, nice job.
I couldn't do that in practice, but now I do it.
It's a tough one. It took me a long time to get that. And there are other strats that you can do for it too that are... There's the risky strat, the extremely risky strat, there's that strat, which is the easy strat, and then there's a slightly different strat where you go through the bars and you basically fall to your death but restart a checkpoint before you hit your death.
Yeah. So we are almost at the end of prison here. I just got to jump my way to the end here.
And that'll be the end of chapter 1.
Okay, I'm only 4.5 seconds behind my PB, so...
Yeah, you're doing pretty well so far.
Alright, now we are moving on to the lair, and we will see a lot more of Roger here.
Oh, yes.
Okay, do not fall off.
Ooh, good save.
I have, like, horrible depth perception.
The depth perception in this is really deceiving too, so it's not just that it's, like, hard for people with bad depth perception, it's hard for people with good depth perception.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Yes.
God damn it.
This game is constantly tilting left and right. You'll notice earlier on when we first met Roger, when Cloud first tried going through that door, it was open. When she died and came back, that door was closed and they had to push it open to get through. And that's because we are on a big ship that is shifting back and forth with the water. And that tilt affects the world and affects how fast you can get through the game.
I know you can utilize it at some points, but I never learned how to properly utilize it.
There's usually not... I mean, the way to utilize it is to just go fast.
Yeah.
For the most part. So there's not really too much to learn about it, fortunately.
Oh, damn. This is another skip. Normally there's a whole weird contraption you have to do, but this is supposed to be the shorter way if I can make the jump. There we go.
This is a really tough jump because it does like a weird stutter at the end right before you jump.
Yeah. But we got the key, so second try. So I'll push the wall open.
Got a good key throw.
You can't jump with items in your hand. Oh my god, the key fell. So I have to throw it up onto the platform, and then I can open the door.
And then sometimes you get lucky, and you can use that lock as it's falling with your head to push the door faster.
Yep. So now we got the elevator. And we have to use the very loud monkey to hit the button.
And then we're going into another set of hunger skips.
I'm very bad at these hunger skips.
These are tough. The first two are stationary, if you know where the marks are, and then the third one is the one that is pretty random. You pretty much always have to double trip, at least, sometimes triple trip, to make sure that you've gotten it.
Okay, so yeah, I basically jumped right into that one. We'll see if I can get the second one at least.
Second one is right after you go past the pipe.
Yeah. So we'll see if I can make it.
I think you got it. Yeah.
Always gotta do it a lot just to be sure, which probably loses me so much time, but I don't care. Okay, we'll see if I can get the third one. I did get all three at some point. Yeah. I did get all three at some point in this section, but it's very rare.
Oh, you were close to it that time, though.
Yeah. Very rare that I get at least one of them. But now we're going to walk off some stairs here, and we'll use some more rats. And they have a nice bit of meat for us.
Tasty treat.
What? Oh no. Roger notices us. And we're trapped. Oh no. Now we got to escape the cage.
Which, if you hold right on the right joystick and look to the right over where Roger is, it actually speeds up the cutscene.
That I did not know.
I didn't know it until I stopped running.
Yeah, so I'll just shove this cage left and right until I fall out. And now we have to use this cage with, I think, another child in it.
Yep. And this is another really tricky part with depth perception.
Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Didn't have it open long enough. Oh, god dang it. It's swinging now, so I gotta wait for it to swing this way. There we go. So let that door open. Oh, god dang it.
Close.
Can you not? Oh. Oh my god.
They seem like silly mistakes, but they're mistakes every runner makes because it's just very easy to do because of the way the game plays.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Yeesh.
There you go, yeah. Nice. And oddly enough, you can't climb that right away. You have to wait just a tad before you can start climbing it.
Okay. This part, I hate. So we have to run past Roger here. Do some jumps. And we have to hope he doesn't open the door. Because I never know what to do when he opens the door.
There's really not anything you can do, unfortunately. You just kind of have to reset and go again. But when you're doing it, instead of running to that last rug, you can jump from as far out as possible from the boards to that carpet. And since you'll be on carpet for longer than that board at the end, then he generally won't find you.
Okay, just go. Okay, good. He didn't open it this time, so we're good. Never mind. Thanks, Roger.
Yeah, usually you can do 4 jumps up the middle, and then a 5th jump after taking like 1 or 2 steps.
Oh my god. Go. Ah, unfortunate.
Roger is the new Jerry, yeah. For sure.
Oh god dang it. I'm not here, go away. I'm not here. No, I'm not here.
And you don't have to go toward the cages either. You can just go straight up the boards. As long as you jump onto that carpet.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're good this time.
Yeah, it seems good.
So we have to crank this open. And then fall down. If I can
Whee!
get up. There we go.
Yeah, sometimes you get stuck on the shoes in that pile.
Okay. Now we're heading to a section with a lot of shoes and clothes and other
A
stuff.
lot of shoes.
So I don't know what it is, but there's a monster in this pile of shoes, and we can't let it catch us. That's about it. That's all there is to this section.
That's it. Yep.
So we just have to jump onto these suitcases for safety, and then we're good to go.
The shoe goblin, exactly. And that's the last we'll ever see of it. Very brief appearance.
Now Roger's chasing after us.
This is an auto-scroller portion, essentially, where Roger... Well, you are limited by Roger's speed, so it will slow you down if Roger is too far back, or allow you to run freely if he's within a certain distance.
Yeah. So now we have
For
to...
some reason, he doesn't hear you in this elevator.
Yeah, I was very close to his hand, which is kind of scary.
That was
but...
very close, yeah.
Yeah, so now we have to wait for him to exit the elevator, and then we ourselves can exit. I know there's a way to exit the elevator early, but I'm not good at anything early.
That's okay. Safety strats are good strats.
So yeah, we'll follow a gnome. I completely forgot to mention the gnomes. Gnomes are a recurring character. Can I go down, please? Oh my god, I jumped on the monkey, but I didn't go down.
Oh, no.
So yeah.
Normally jumping on that monkey will force you down through that board.
That was just something very, very unfortunate. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's just very unlucky.
so now, climb up these drawers. I can grab onto them. And head through this vent after I push the toy box. There we go. It's not the end of Roger, unfortunately. Because, as
Not
you
yet.
see, he's right there. Now we have to grab a shoe.
Ooh, you got unlucky with that shoe. Those shoes can bounce. They have like a couple different ways they can bounce, and that was the most unfortunate way it could have bounced.
I don't think I've ever died there.
Yeah, because normally the shoe will spawn far enough out that you can grab it and not alert him or get touched by him. If it bounces too close to him, then you're just screwed and you just have to wait for him to leave, essentially. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, good.
Now we hope we don't get trolled by the door.
I think I always get trolled by the door.
Yeah, me too.
Yup, I got trolled by the door. Okay, there we go. Now we'll
That
climb
door has killed many runs.
now we'll climb up here. I got a bad piano cycle. I have to wait for that piano to come back. Here we go.
Yeah, this is one of the sections where you can utilize the tilt if you go at like the perfect pace.
And he's back. I'm gonna be very careful. Sneak by him. I'm not here. Just keep walking, Roger. Just keep walking. Yeah, I'll just sneak by him. Could probably run. And now, go through bookshelves and get to a room. If I can stop getting stuck. Lord almighty.
Oh no. Yeah, you got stuck on the leg of the stool. Camera angles and perspective is not your friend in this one.
Nope. Okay, take two.
There we go.
Can-
Nice slide there.
Thank you. And now, I'll do what I was supposed to do. Climb through into this room. Turn on the
Quality TV time.
Turn on the TV. Oh my god, the TV actually worked. I don't know why, but it always takes me like 50 tries to turn on the TV.
I've had it take me a couple tries before.
I had a run die because I couldn't turn on the TV. Yeah. Sneak by Roger. And we have to go back the other way.
Fortunately, we can just book it through this section because once we put this crank in, the it will reset Roger's position to back further in the hallway.
Yep. So crank this, bring the piano back up, and then we can run across to the other side. Why did I stop cranking? That was weird. I will not jump early because I tried jumping early once and that didn't go so well.
I made that mistake a lot.
Okay, if I can get through the vent, that would be great. And now we have this weird little section.
Yeah, this is a very boring, weird section that you can die on it. I will say that much. But you just kind of pull this along the track for a long time.
Yep. So that gas coming through the pipes is deadly. So I have to push the cart over it and not get caught in it.
Occasionally you can get lucky with world tilt there and it will roll the cart across for you. You just jump across and keep on pushing.
There we go. I have to be very careful with this door because that door opens over the void.
Yes. And yes, you can drop straight into the void.
Luckily I was careful. So now there's another little section here, and Roger will try to get you at the second opening here. I just gotta remember to jump over him. There we go. And now we're good. So now this is close to the end of the layer. Have to slide through here. Unfortunate. So I have to avoid Roger's hands, and I have to pull the cage apart.
But getting in there gets you checkpoints, so it's only 5-ish seconds.
There we go. So I have to pull it apart 2 times. And that'll be the end. So long as I don't die, I could still be on PB pace. If I can grab the cage. There we go. And now Roger is dead. And I'm dragging his hand along with me. So, by the time I enter the vent, if I can even enter the vent, that should be the end.
Those hands can shove you down as well after they've been cut off. They'll flop around and push you down.
Yeah. But I'm a minute ahead of my PB, so hooray.
Nice.
My PB isn't good, but, you know, PB is a PB.
PB is PB.
Now we will be heading into the 3rd chapter, which is the kitchen. By far, my least favorite chapter. And
I believe it's everybody's least favorite chapter.
You will most likely see why. So I gotta climb out of here. Wait for this hook. Where did the hook go? There's the hook. And we'll hold on to this hook and go for a low ride.
So there is an extension category for this that is first-person mode. Highly recommend running it if you're interested in running this game. It's a lot of fun. It's really weird, but it's fun.
Yeah. So if you looked, you could see that some of these chefs were there. So now we have another set of hunger skips. I think I got the first one. The second one is over here. See if I can get it. Almost. So close.
Yep, you were just barely too short.
And then the third
and
one.
By doing the hunger skips, what we're doing, we're tapping one direction, one or two directions, depending on the technique, to make 6 trip. She'll essentially stumble, and she stumbles over that trigger, and because she's in the middle of an animation, she cancels out that animation.
Yeah, and now the eating takes a turn. This is the only like horror-esque part of this game, really. Like the eating just gets like more and more creepy. Like we just ate a rat, and we'll eat some other weird stuff later on.
Some delicacies.
Okay. Let's see if this will be nice to me. This is not being nice to me. I have to push this thing over.
If you do foreground or background, it usually works better. For some reason, in the middle, there's not enough room.
That is like the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, now we will be entering the kitchen once I get this cart. I don't know what it is with this cart. Sometimes I could just not grab it.
That's the World Tilt helping you out.
Thanks, World Tilt. Yeah, now we are in the kitchen, and I'm going to be very, very careful because these chefs can be so annoying.
Yes. I'm gonna say it's safe to assume you are not going for the clips.
Correct.
The door clips. Good. The door clips are incredibly difficult. In order to do them, you have to attract the chef's attention, lure him a specific direction, and at very specific times, run and slide.
That was lucky.
Ooh, well, you didn't die.
I didn't die.
That's something. And then, essentially, you end up between the chef and the door. And the chef's stomach, when he reaches down to grab you... Why won't it let you get up?
I don't know.
We'll push you through. It's really weird and really difficult. There are 2 different door clips you can do with the chef.
Oh, that's a checkpoint. That's neat. Good.
Oh, cool.
Okay. A bit more careful then. I will not run. Good God.
Yeah. This is the other issue with playing on controller. You can't go in one straight direction on a controller generally.
Yeah, let me try keyboard for this. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better.
Yeah, because keyboard will lock in the direction, because some of these beams aren't actually going in a straight line. They're diagonal, which makes it very, very difficult to navigate with controller. But on keyboard, it aligns your left key to wherever that board is. So it's way easier to do on keyboard, but annoying to have to switch back and forth mid-run.
I know, this is another annoying part. I'm going to open the elevator early. And now we have to run into this bedroom and grab a key to open the door. And that's the point of the clip that NBZ was explaining. Because that basically skips this entire part, but I'm not doing the clip, so I have to do this. Okay, I got a good key drop, so I should be good to just run by this chef.
Oh, nice. I've never gotten that one.
I always pull it off like very slowly, because if I pull it off very slowly, then usually it will drop on the platform. I didn't even
if
wait.
it drops
I didn't even
on
wake
the
up.
platform, it'll skip waking up the chef. If it drops on the floor, then it'll wake the chef up.
Yeah, so I'm going to. I'm not here. Go away. Good God! Now I have the chef on me. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Unfortunate.
The fun thing is there are lots of deaths that you can get in this area. Right
Yeah.
now we're being cooked as soup. Other times he will stuff you into a fish. I can't remember what the other deaths are, but there are several different deaths that you can get there.
I'm typically thrown into an oven. That's the one I see the most
Yes,
often.
yeah, that's another one, yeah.
Okay. More safety movement. Okay, so the chef's over there. So I'm just gonna wait for them to... Where are you going?
Should be going around, yeah. There you go.
I'm not here, go away. Yeah, that was dumb.
Oh.
That was very dumb. Yeah, now I'm being shoved into an oven. Okay, take 3.
Yeah, getting pushed through the door essentially skips grabbing that key, so we don't have to walk across this kitchen with the key. It's a huge time save, but it's very difficult to pull off.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. There we go. No, it should be good. So now, we can finally open the dang door. And head into the next section. If I can jump up.
Time for some meat.
Okay, bad positioning, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're too close to the wall, it won't let you climb up. This game is very, very finicky with the climbing.
So now we are in the freezer, and we have to just drag a bunch of meat over to the chute, and you will see why by the time I get back down there.
Yep.
This will even go in. There we go.
And there's a way to swing the sausages, like, as you're dropping them. We'll call them sausages, at least. So that they will automatically flip and roll in, and you don't have to actually move them at all. But that is also another extremely difficult trick to pull off.
Yeah. Most of the fast movements, most of the fast tricks and skips are extremely difficult, so I'm not gonna...
And they don't save a ton of time, usually, so...
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get the jump here. I did not get the jump. I didn't even jump.
I never get the jump either. You can jump coming out of that elevator to get up onto the table. But it's weird because it won't let you jump for a certain amount of time as it's opening.
So now we get to use the sausage if I can swing properly. There we go. And that's what the entire section was for, just to make a rope out of sausage.
Yep. Moving on to Chef Part 2? I guess it'd be Part 3.
Yeah. So this would be the case of an elevator skip, but I never learned how to properly do the elevator skips, so we have to wait through a very long cutscene.
Yep. And this one is the harder of the 2 door clips. You can clip through this door with the chef as well. But it is quite a bit harder than the other one. In my opinion. Other people say it's the opposite way, but I think the majority of us think that this one's the harder one.
So we just gotta wait for them to get some cheese, and then we can sneak by and go up the elevator. I'm not here. Basically, once you're in the elevator, you're safe.
Yep.
Except now, I have to hide in a vent, because the chef will follow you up the elevator. And now there is a way. I know you can get by the chef early, but like I said, I'm very bad at getting by the chefs, so...
Yeah, it's tough. Because you have to go to a specific spot on the table, jump up on a specific spot on the bench, jump onto the table at a specific spot, and wait a specific amount of time. It's a lot of variables.
Yeah. This game was very confusing to learn, so I just picked basically the easiest tricks and stuck to those.
Which is a good way to go about it, honestly.
Yeah. So now we'll just sneak by the chef through all these tables, if I can go through. Except now, I will have to wait here for a bit, I think. We'll just wait for them to rip open all the meat. I have to wait here for a second, because they go over here.
Second there, I thought he saw you.
Alright, go through the opening, thank you. Now we can push a button, get the meat going, and that will alert the chef, so we run by. Grab the key. I can. Go. And then go back down the elevator. Open the door.
Chef is going to be coming down after us.
Yep, so I have to quickly go through that opening. And now
Nicely done.
we are coming up on hook warp. And I gotta hope I pull off hook warp well, because if I pull off hook warp well, then should be an okay run.
Yeah, hook warp it's a really cool skip, but there's very little like indicators, like marks to track and know the timing of it.
Yeah. I gotta get back over there because I died like an idiot.
I don't know why they didn't put a checkpoint up above.
I don't know either. But yeah, so basically the idea of hook warp is to grab onto one of the hooks that are swinging up above. What the heck happened there? And we will basically warp all the way over to the other side. If I can make the jump, there we go. So yeah, there are hooks up here. Now I have to make these jumps. There we go. So I have to grab onto one of these hooks. Time it well. I'm very bad at the timing.
You have to jump at like literally the latest possible point. Good job holding forward and grab for not falling there.
Yeah. So close. Alright, come on. We're almost at the end of the kitchen. So if I can do hook warp now, then I could have a pretty okay kitchen. I can't grab the hook.
A little too early right now. That was much closer.
Oh.
A little early.
Come on.
Oh, that looked good.
Okay, that was way too early.
Yeah.
Damn.
essentially grabbing it at a specific time clips us through this.
There we go.
Wall.
Got it. So yeah.
Nice.
Now we will be clipped over to here. The textures and the camera will weird out a bit, but then since the hooks are reused in this game, we are just warped all the way over to the other point. So I gotta run over here to trigger the cutscene. I will most likely die to the chef, unless I can get under there. Nope, okay, almost. Yeah. So I triggered the cutscene, so now we have to run by the chefs. Grab onto the hook, and that should be good.
Yeah, if you miss the trigger after doing hook warp, these hooks will be stationary. And you can't go forward without going back to hit that trigger.
Yep.
I learned that the hard way.
So we are almost done with kitchen. There's just a long running sequence now. So I'm going to switch over to keyboard again so I don't fall off.
Yes. And there's another technique you can do here, and then a couple other spots throughout the game called zero hopping, which is essentially you deplete your stamina all the way down to 0, and then if you jump with the proper timing, you can actually chain together jumps that are at full speed. Well, they will get up to full speed, and they will continue to go faster and faster and faster. So long straightaways are really, really good for zero hopping, but it's got really tricky timing.
So now we're climbing up this very long chain / ladder to another area of the boat.
Obnoxiously long.
Way too long.
And if you die at the top, you get to do it all again.
Wee! Haha. Doesn't that sound like so much fun? Yeah, we're almost there.
Occasionally, if you're using controller and keyboard, if you have any controller inputs during that first sequence, if you hold W here, it will actually make you go, or not W, A, it'll actually make you go diagonally. So if you touched your controller, there's a chance that it could just launch you off, even though you're using keyboard at that point, because the game input gets screwy when you have both.
Yeah, so that was the end of kitchen, and now we are heading into the second to last chapter, the guest area. Also the second shortest chapter. Back to keyboard here.
Yep.
I'm very bad with keyboard. I think the only time I used keyboard the entire time was during my first playthrough.
Keyboard is extremely difficult. It is technically the fastest way to do this game, and there are some skips that you pretty much have to use keyboard for. But you just have much more, I feel like you have much more control with controller, but that's just what I'm more comfortable with.
Yeah. So as you saw there, all the guests were boarding onto the ship, and basically they're just all in here eating the food that all the chefs were making. So this guy will chase after us. Very easy to, okay. Sure. Unfortunate. Go through the wall, please. Thank you. There we go. That's what I was supposed to do. Well, he'll just chase after us. I guess because he thinks we're a snack, but we're not.
Look like a little banana.
True. Climb up these plates here. And then jump across to the lantern. I'm gonna swing a bit. Here we go. Bit of a weird fall there, but did it. I know.
Hung up on that geometry of the one character.
I know getting up here early is very wonk, and as
it's so bad.
As Nico described it,
sausage skip.
as Nico described it, it's the #1 run killer. So I didn't even bother with it.
Yeah, you grab the sausage that's dangling off the edge after you have bonked it with your head, and by bonking it with your head and then grabbing it, it increases the momentum, and you can swing up to the edge of the table. But there's a very high chance that you'll also be grabbed when you do that. So, and this is where you can get garlic zip, which I didn't learn until I was in the middle of a run. You did not get it.
So,
the garlic can randomly shoot you forward.
That's what it's called. I got it a few times randomly, and I didn't know that much about it, but that's cool. Okay, please go through. Thank you. So now this guy will chase after us. I'm gonna go around. I know there's a skip here, but I didn't practice that either. There are many skips I did not practice.
Yeah, you can essentially just run forward, jump at a specific mark on the floor, and then that'll allow you to... Oh, that was a weird death. It'll allow you to jump onto his back, and then he'll rear up and throw you to the hole, essentially.
Yeah. But I'll just let him chase after me, and then do the intended way.
Yeah.
Can you climb up, please? And thank you. There we go. I'll jump across and get through the hole. I did die there before, because 6 would not go through the hole. I think I got the early elevator here once, because I know you can enter that area early.
Yeah. Yeah, you can stand right by the door, attract the chef's attention, and then at a specific time, basically scooch around the corner and hop into the elevator.
But I didn't know what I was doing when I did it. I just happened to do it. Yeah, now the chef will leave, knock off these 2 items, and we can throw them into the mirror. Throw them into the mirror. Thank you. Now break the mirror, and we can climb up here.
Took me the longest time to figure out that you could climb that when I first played.
I had to use a YouTube tutorial to figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to keyboard. Okay. That's fine. I fell on a platform, so I didn't die.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Scary, but worked out.
And now for the longest chase sequence ever. So we're gonna run through here, and then basically all the guests on the ship are gonna start chasing after us. How fun.
And luckily, your sprint, your stamina gets replenished as you go over these doorways for some reason. They just added it to make it a little bit easier, I think.
Wish they did that in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I always forget to go down the stairs. I don't know why.
Same. It's weird to have that change of direction all of a sudden.
No, that was unfortunate. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Ran out of stamina.
Oh, so close.
It was almost at the end.
Part really reminds me of Spirited Away.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit further ahead than the crowd this time. So I should be good, so long as I avoid these guests here. I did die to that lady once before. That was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that guest.
I've missed the lamp before as well.
Don't worry about that guest. We did just kill one, but you know what? It's fine. I completely forgot about the hunger skips. This is the final set of hunger skips, I believe.
Yes. And the hardest, in my opinion.
So there's a second one over here. Let's see if I can get it. Nope. Was close, but...
Well, I guess the second set is probably the hardest one. This one I would put behind that one.
The point is, hunger skips are hard.
They suck. They really suck. They're
Where
part
am
of
I
why I
going?
stopped running this game.
Yeah, so... This is not the final time we get hungry, though. But yeah, so the gnome here will offer us the sausage, and oh, thank you, gnome. But we don't go for the sausage, we go for the gnome.
Last tasty treat. Well, second to last tasty treat.
Yeah, there's one more tasty treat. Okay. And I can never get early elevator here. This is like probably the easiest early elevator, and I can never get it.
It's a lot harder than you think, because you have to run along the board in the background down there instead of walking across the ground. And then at the last second, move toward the foreground and jump to the ladder, climb up, do 2 jumps diagonally, I believe, and then 1 jump forward.
Sounds like fun. But yeah,
It's very precise. Everything in this game is very precise.
we're getting close to the end of the game. This is the final chapter here. I am on PB pace. Not sub-hour pace, though, but I'm on PB pace. Still. I never got a good PB. I don't know why, but I always avoided practicing this game.
Scared you off.
And now, here's the lady. I'll get over there in a second. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak past her because I cannot do the death trigger skip. So basically, her way of killing you is she just looks at you. And so,
Give you some good old evil eyes.
yeah. Something about her face just kills you. Her face shines the exact same light that the eyes did back in the prison. So yeah, probably some sort of connection there. But now she's gone, and we get to take this key and go open our final door. If I can even... Thank you. Yay. Head down here, open the door, and now open the door, please. Thank you. Now I'm gonna let my stamina regenerate a bit because I have to run past her. She will sneak up on me. I have to escape her by sliding.
There's also a sprintless category, and that's the hardest section for that category.
Oh god, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's lots of jumping.
But yeah, so I'm going to run into another room here, grab a mirror, and the mirror is how we kill her. Why does a mirror kill her? I don't know.
For story reasons unknown.
Yeah. And we just have to use...
Go ahead.
Now we have to use this mirror, shine it back in her face about 6 times. And then when the mirror breaks, that will be time. I almost died there, which is
That was
unfortunate.
very close.
Okay, where is the light?
To the right.
Well, I died. Very sad.
You gotta go left, right, then center.
There we go. So that's 1. Two. I forget your spawn locations. I only know the last 2.
Bottom right, I think.
Bottom right is the next one. Then if that was bottom left.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking the next phase. That one's bottom left, and then yeah, bottom right. Bottom right.
Bottom right, top left, and then forward a little left.
Yeah. That's right. It's been a while.
Alright, get ready for time. Where am I going? Where am I going? My controller disconnected. My controller disconnected. My controller disconnected. My controller disconnected and ruined sub hour.
No.
Oh my god, I was so close to sub hour. Now we have to do that all over again. Ah, that's annoying. I don't know why my controller disconnected.
Just at the worst possible time.
Yup. Okay, so it's opposite, opposite, bottom left, bottom right, top left, forward and a little left.
Yep.
I apologize for putting Marathon so far behind. I had the angle off of it. That could have been bad.
Two more hits.
Okay. Get ready for time. So long as my controller doesn't disconnect again. If it does, then we'll just mercy kill. And time. Still a new PB.
Well, congrats on the PB.
Thank you.
How much did you PB by?
A minute and a half.
Cool.
Yeah, so now we'll get up. We're hungry again, so we're very hungry. New lady has lost all her power, so we're gonna go over to her. It's very slow, can't run, but we'll go over to her.
Yeah, they cut this section out from the speedrun time because of how long and drawn out it is, and this isn't even the end. There's even more after this, so we'll probably
And now we
kill it
eat
after
the
our snack.
lady. How fun.
Our final snack.
So yeah, basically we get her power, and then there's just a long walking sequence through the guest area, and you just kill the guests simply by looking at them, and then you walk up some stairs, and the credits roll. I'm explaining it because we are very far behind on schedule. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you for giving me this game, NBZ. This was hell.
I apologize for it being hell, but good job getting through it.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah. Thanks for doing commentary again. Thanks for having me. This is not the end of me for the marathon. I will be doing hosting tomorrow. And I think that's it.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for giving my game a go, and I'll see you around.
See ya. I will just walk through this, and you guys can cut me off whenever.